Hi again. So this is an example that you can run through just to get some practice with using Perdeca for making better decisions. So once you're in your Perdeca account, just click the menu button and go to My Sessions if it doesn't already open for you, and scroll down to if you've already downloaded it, that is, scroll down to until you see an example, say, should I quit my job? If you download that file from the website and then import it um, into your Perdeca account, again, just go into the menu, you'll see the import file, which is the second option down. You can use that, and that will then import the session file into your um, My Sessions library. So again, like I said, scroll down until you find it, and here it is. So it's number 7 in this case. Of course in yours it'd be a different number, depending on what else you have already downloaded and stored. So should I quit my job? Let's open that. Click open. Okay, so we've got step 1, which is asking the question regarding my manager. Select an option. Yes, quit ASAP. No, don't quit. So I'll just run through some random answers here for you. So yeah, let's say quit ASAP. Okay. And regarding my manager, again, the options are yes, quit ASAP or yes, quit soon. What we've already said is ASAP, so let's continue with that. Yes, quit ASAP. Manager, no, don't quit. Yes, quit soon. So what we can do at this stage here is we can click predict if we want to, see if it'll help us to get any further than step 4. It needs more information to build up an understanding of your earlier answers, so we have to continue manually for the time being. So we just again pick some random answers. Some of them may not make sense in this case, but it will come out in the wash, as they say at the end, when we get the decision. So no, don't quit. Yes, quit. Regarding my colleagues, of course, this time. And we can also skip sometimes if we feel that we either don't have the answer or the options don't make sense to us for our particular situation. And I'll try predict. We're step 11 now, so I'll try to predict a bit further. So we're going to step 13 and continued. I predicted again. We're now step 19. See if we can go any further. Okay, so it's got some enough information to say, okay, let's go to step 25. So it's answered our questions up from between step 4, and or actually from step 7, I believe, up until step 25 so far. We can try our luck and see if we can predict any further. And it's taking us to step 31, but let's just say we want to take more control of this now instead of predicting. And we continue to answer manually. Now we're talking about we're being asked regarding the commute, as to whether or not we should quit or stay. So just pressing some random answers again here. All right, now we're at step 36. Let's try to predict a bit further. 37. We're at step 43 now. We've fed it with more information, so it has a better idea as to what we're likely to, how we're likely to answer the next questions. So it's taken us to step 43. Continue with prediction. With step 49, predict again. Step 55, predict. Okay, so we're at the end, step 60, and we click the final answer, and according to the input that we've given, the decision we've reached, the best decision possible based on our information, is yes, quit ASAP. Now let's have a look at just how certain is our response. Well, yes, quit ASAP at 47% compared to no, don't quit, which is 32%. and yes, quit quite soon, 18%, and no, don't quit, which is don't quit yet, which is 2%. So quite certain, by 1.5 times perhaps the answer to no, don't quit. So quite certain that yes, quit ASAP. Okay, so click in advanced analysis, we can see why we've reached that decision. That most of the criteria we've used, the different factors, the top answer has been yes, quit ASAP in most cases, as can be seen here. Okay, so that's the analysis and the end of that session. Now what we can do is then we can go back. We can, of course, as I mentioned in the earlier guide video, we can step back, and if we want to change some answers or do a what if and say, okay, what if we answer differently to certain questions, then how would the outcome be different, and we can try that as well. We can step back and forth until we get to the point where we want to um, go back to the analysis and get an answer and see how different the outcome is. And we can also click the main menu. So we have an option here um, to either open a new session by clicking My Sessions. Yeah, open a new session. And don't forget that the session that you've already finished just now, that's been automatically saved. There's an auto saving at several steps every few seconds as you go along. So don't worry about that not being saved. So it's saved. We're now back at my sessions list, and we can go back to um, that last session, which was should I quit my job? Yeah. And what we can do is we can, for instance, click share with Perdeca if you want to send it to us anonymously, of course. We'd only use the files for general um, analysis of responses without any attachment to any details that recognizes you. That will be discarded. We can also export as a file if we want to send the file later on as an attachment and share that session file with somebody else. We can do that, and we can share again via any social media where file sharing is possible, and we can also, of course, attach the file to an email and share that way too. Not forgetting also Bluetooth sharing is another possibility as well. Okay, I believe that is the end of that particular exercise. So hopefully you'll be okay once you go through this session. You don't have a stronger and better understanding of how you can make better decisions on a daily basis. Around the Perdeca um, decision support tool. Okay, that's the end of that particular session. Thank you.